All right, welcome back to the shop, everyone. This is the two-stroke turbo channel where we try to concentrate on two-stroke cars. And our shop dog Stella is back. You can see full view right here. She's very hot. Missing a tooth? No, we're good. Okay, it's 103 degrees out in Portland, Oregon today, and I'm working on this. That's how hot it is. It's dead dog tired hot. You got to find a cool spot to lay down. You guys were interested in watching me last week on this non-two-stroke truck. It's kind of a booby trap I got myself into. The paint was just coming off in sheets on the hood and on the roof, the horizontal surfaces. And the customer is a really good customer, and she's been asking me for a couple of years. It's got a lot of sentimental value to her husband who has passed, and she wants to fix it up. The problem is when I masked off the hood to strip it, I peeled the paint. The paint is just so terrible everywhere. You can see it's just coming off in sheets. So we agreed to do the horizontal surfaces. I'm going to give them a nice coat of SPI epoxy primer in white, and then a top coat of single stage and maybe clear coat on top of that. And then we'll airbrush in the blemishes and do those another day. But it kills me, the tape. Just putting the masking tape on to protect this from getting nicked by the grinder peeled it all off. So it's hot. Stella's going to tell you right there it's hot. It's 103 degrees. So we're working on this truck, and I've got the primer mixed up. It's ready to go. But I wanted to give you kind of a shop tour. I never do that, or if I do, it's not often enough. Everyone's asking me what's going on in the shop. We're working on an old Camry. It's a 95 Camry. Sway bar end links, brake pads, and CV boots, I think. Typical shop work. Got to keep these old cars running. 95 Camry with almost 300,000 miles on it. They're still around. Not rusty. Pretty cool, but kind of boring, really. It's just a plain Jane car. Let's go over here to where there's some exciting stuff going on. So this side of the shop, I call it the restoration side. We have gotten rid of the Subaru 360 van that we did about a year's worth of work on. It's running great. Customer loves it. We have accepted a new problem child. That's this Fiat X19 that keeps throwing a timing belt. We have a new belt and a new tensioner. Actually, 3 new belts. We're going to try a couple different brands, see if we can keep it on there. Supposedly, one of them will work. Don't know. DKW is looking pretty good. I'm anxious to get this thing to a car show before summer's out. The top is red, the belt line up is black. I got the taillights in, found them. It took me, I think, a month to find those taillights. They're repops from Argentina. I don't have the bulbs in them yet, but at least I have the lenses. They're expensive, they're hard to find, they're fragile. They look great. I didn't want to have to monkey up this car by putting Volkswagen Beetle taillights on it or something screwy. What else we got going on? Oh yeah. We got our aircraft seats in here. I got to find some cushions. My buttocks will not ride in a hot car with no cushions. I got the rear view mirror. I found that. Put that in. The dash is pretty complete. I painted from here on up to seal the windshield and get the dash. That's the whole reason this car sat for many, many years, is to get this windshield in. Used windshield, new seal. All the corners were rusted out. They've all been repaired. And the hood and the approach or the cowl has been painted. Found the wipers. They're on. So that's looking good. I found Porsche 356 headlight lenses. Those are cool. These are DKW. They're DKW specific, but the lenses you can use Volkswagen or Porsche. Engine runs. I got the hood latch assembly in it so I can put the grill in it. That's going on. The Vespa, oh, this poor thing has been sitting here. It's got a bad right rear wheel bearing, and it's a custom made control arm. So I've just been kind of not looking at this car. I've already done the wheel bearings. I didn't get this one tight enough, and it popped the wheel bearing. All the balls fell out. So I got to fix that. And then what do we got over here? Let's keep going, shall we? We've got our Honda N600 that had a crinkled door. It was really bad here. I got that all ironed out. There's still something not right about the bodywork on the lower part, and I have to fix that, and that's why it's sitting here. The fender and the mid part of the door is good, but the lower part, I don't remember if it was rust or a wave or something. I've got more work to do there. The old Berkeley Way in the corner back here. You guys remember this? It had no door on the driver's side. The hinges were ripped off. It was a prior chicken coop. I'm getting excited to get working on this thing. I've got some ideas for a power plant. I'll keep you in tune what that is. I just happen to have a Subaru 360 two-stroke motor, a DKW two-stroke motor. Both those run, and something new has come in. It's a Wankel. It's a rotary engine out of an RX-7 that I had in storage for many years. It's finally back to the shop. We're going to do something really fun with that. And what else we got going on? Oh yeah, we got a Subaru 360 van up on the lift. That's been there forever. Need to get working on that. Gas tank needs to go back in it. Need to get an engine for it. Build an engine. Patch one together. Brakes are pretty much done. That's actually had a lot of work done, but it needs a lot more work. Oh my goodness, this is probably the roughest one I've ever worked on. So that's going to get, we got a lot of stuff going on, guys. And then we got the Subaru 360 in the corner, rebuilt engine, works great, just needs a paint job. I was going to go flashy, really flashy with this thing, and now not so much. I think I'm going to go less flashy. I think I'm going to go soft, muted tones. Light blue, baby blue, maybe a beige, maybe back to the original white with some gray in it. Just something very subtle. Car is classy. It deserves that. But I was going to go all race car on it. Things change. Okay, that's it for the projects in the shop. I think that's enough for one day. I need to get back to work. I need to get my truck painted here to get that thing out here. It's just too big. It takes up the space of like 20 different microcars. So that's on the agenda for today. Thanks for following along. Sorry everything isn't two-stroke, but that's just the way it is. And gotta get these fans back on. It's getting hot in here again. Stella, what do you think? Are you warm enough? You should be. It's hot out there. You want to say bye to the YouTube family? You're such a good puppy.